Yeah. Yeah, so basically you want me to go interview some pot-smoking crazy lady who dopes up her kid. Yeah, I'll do it, but next time I want a real story. This is gonna be a freaking waste of time. Oh, there she is. Let's get that shit show over with.
Hi, you must be Frank. I'm Mary Jane. It's so nice for you. Yeah, okay.
So where do you want to do this?
I was thinking right here.
Okay.
So where would you like me?
Well, the studio would be nice. Let's work with what we got. So what is your name and why are you here?
My name is Mary Jane Smith, and I'm here to tell our story and hopefully provide hope for other families that have been in or will be in the same situation as we have been. Our daughter at 2 years old had her first seizure. She was taken to the hospital by ambulance, and it lasted over 3 hours. They couldn't stop it. I remember the paramedics and everyone panicking because this little child was having a seizure, and I had no idea what was going on. I'd never seen one before. And that started our journey. The first medication that she was put on was Dilantin, which I have to say is a miracle drug for some kids and for some people. But for her, she got a rash and couldn't use it. We, 15 medications we went through, trial and error. Either the side effects were too much for her little body, or there was absolutely no help. We also tried the ketogenic diet as prescribed by the neurologist and manned by the dietitian. Everything was weighed, measured. It was a diet that does also help a lot of people, but it helped a little bit, but not enough. And it was hard. It was hard on her and the family. So finally, after, 11 years of trying everything, pulled her off everything, and in the meantime, there was a lot more information out there on cannabis, and after a lot of research, we got our hands on some and started her on it.
So you roll a joint and let your kid smoke it?
No, we don't. It's an oil. It's taken from a whole plant, cannabis plant, that was designed specifically for kids with seizures. And they make a really concentrated oil. We started at a very low dose and increased it slowly, but we saw improvements right away. She was speaking more, her thoughts were more, she wasn't as shaky. And so we continued on that to get to the right dose and get control. It took a long time, but it was our miracle.
So the CBD oil, is it easy to get?
No. When we first started it, I could order it from the States, and that's why we did. It was, its name was Charlotte's Web, is Charlotte's Web, and we could order it across. But about a year later, they stopped it at the border. with the pending legalization, they were just being a lot stricter. Even though it's just a CBD oil, it is still illegal. So it was a process, but there's a lot of advocates out there that really pushed the ball for us. And we got an exemption from Health Canada that allows us to bring it over. The hard thing is, the reason it's difficult even to get a medical for Canadian sources is because doctors and neurologists, they don't know enough. They don't know enough to help to prescribe it, and they don't feel confident in doing so. We were at the Riot Act because I did tell all the doctors that we were on it, by a few, but they're starting to see how it can help, even though they don't have a lot of information. So it's a real learning process. And Health Canada, what they did was they made it so the doctors didn't have to go out on a limb, but we had to have a letter from our doctor stating that they knew that our child was on the oil and that they would continue to see them. So it kind of let them off the hook and allowed us to continue to give her this medicine that works for her.
So, how's your daughter doing now?
She's seizure-free, finally. Took 3 years on CBD oil for full seizure control. But now she has a great quality of life, and I'm excited for her future, for her.
Well, Mary, thanks for the interview. I had no idea.
Well, thanks for hearing my story.
I hope everything goes well for you.
Thank you.
Frank here.
Is this Frank Jones?
Yeah.
I'm calling from Central General Hospital. We need you to come here. Your son David had a seizure and has been admitted.